And then she came home and there were 3 horses in the garage, okay?
I can't believe you guys.
Why would you even say this?
What's going on, guys? We're back. It's The Basement. How you guys doing? We missed you. We're in love. We like you a little bit.
Love. I would say love.
I'm not in love with you, but it's been
I might be a little bit.
it's been a while. It's been like 2 weeks since we've been here. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. I'm Red K, your host.
Lionheart X.
The loneliest wolf by choice.
An MF the engineer.
And like I said, a lot of stuff to get into. A lot of stuff has happened. A lot of stuff, good stuff, bad stuff. But let's just jump right into the Culture Corner right now. Here on the Culture Corner, and Star Wars Celebration happened, was it 2 weeks ago, I want to say at this point?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was Star Wars.
Star Wars stuff happened, a lot of Star Wars stuff. Actually,
Wars.
there was actually a pre-release for, like a trailer for the new Star Wars movie too, I think.
Yeah.
It was like a celebration of Star Wars of
Yeah.
sorts.
Long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
You know what, let's get right into it, man. Jedi Fallen Order, the trailer dropped, and here it is. If you haven't seen it yet, you should have seen it by now.
Wasn't always like this. But now, there are 3 rules to survive. Don't stand out. Accept the past. Trust no one. The galaxy's changed. Look out! Whatever you do, don't reach within. Don't stand out. Accept the past.
Execute Order 66.
Trust no one. Trust only in the Force.
But I still really like it a lot. You know, I think I want to play it. It's a lot of good things that EA is banking on this game. The developer is Respawn, who's been doing quite well recently.
Yeah, I heard they made a little money recently with some kind of shooter or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Something.
What-
Something Legends.
Apex.
Yeah.
Apex.
Some kind of legend game.
They're Apex Legends developers. They're also making this
Titanfall.
game. And we've had some good things about this game. It's supposed to be single player only, which is yay.
Yeah.
No microtransactions.
Yeah, okay.
Which is a double yay.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
And doesn't everybody here trust EA? Alan, do you trust EA?
No.
Okay, so.
All right, well then. There
But
we
the
go.
tagline I don't know if you saw the tagline on the back of the trailer. It said, "Trust no one."
Not even EA.
Can't imagine why you wouldn't trust EA.
So,
Nobody.
expectations are high. Respawn's had a good track record so far, so we'll see what the game looks like. Me and the Loneliest Wolf by choice had the honor and privilege of playing MK11 the hour it came out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the hour came out online because we got the digital
We
version,
got digital version. So
of the game.
as soon as it dropped,
And we were, it's so beautiful. It's such a good looking game.
all right, spoiler free. How did you feel about the game?
Great game. Visuals were amazing.
Visuals are stunning.
Story is actually really good. without spoiling anything, they give away a big part of it. If you watch
one
the
of the
launch
trailers.
trailer, if you watch the launch
Yeah.
trailer that shows off some stuff from the story, they do give away one part that if they didn't put it in the trailer would have been a
little bit
lot
better
more
if I
like,
would've
oh,
known."
this happened.
Yeah.
The game looks better than Injustice 2.
Yeah, way better.
Like,
the
and
facial
Injustice 2
animations.
are sickeningly realistic. Like the when they make facial expressions and stuff, like you can like feel the emotion in them.
in Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, in
Yeah,
Mortal Kombat.
so
it
piggyback
is-
off
you
that,
can feel it.
they've done this thing where how they transition into fights. It's in-game engine and it's seamless. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, we're fighting now.
It was already pretty good in Injustice, so if they
It's
improved upon
better.
it, that's
what
awesome.
it does
way
is
better.
it's loading as the cutscene's going through.
Good.
Yeah, so it's
A crazy thought.
Yeah, I
Oh
mean,
gosh.
So liked it.
yeah.
I liked it. The story was crazy. It just leaves me thinking like, without any spoilers, is like at the end of the game, I was like, could there even be another MK after this?
Yeah, it feels like a
Yeah.
definitive ending
Ending,
for the
yeah,
MK
yeah.
story.
Yeah, but
Time for a reboot.
Yeah, exactly. They're gonna do it again.
I mean, but
I-
this is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's what
even
I'm saying.
you didn't see the ending.
You
With
didn't
the
see-
ending, it's
play-
kind of like
play the game,
Yeah,
play the game,
play the
right.
game. It's literally like
But why would they stop making them?
because they've been
Play
doing
the
it for
game.
20-something
Play the
years.
game.
Don't stop.
Wolfenstein is coming
They
out
won't.
as well for the
Yep.
for all systems,
Yeah.
but it's definitely going to be on the Switch. And this version of the Switch is just going to be the actual.
Is a empty box with a piece of paper.
I mean,
Yay.
Yeah.
why
So-
give me a box at that point? I'm not gonna collect the box.
Yeah,
Some people do.
So basically, if you buy a Wolfenstein, what's going to happen is you're going to get the actual.
I mean, but,
What just happened? Ghost. Ghost. You saw that, right?
did you see it?
Who are we calling?
Did you see it? I didn't see it.
Anything.
I'm not scared.
Basically, if you buy
So
if you buy the game, it's not going to be actual disc game in it.
I think the giant hand forgot something, though. We'll leave this as an offering.
Look at
for the
Wolfenstein,
hand.
guys.
But Wolfenstein, though, yeah.
Wolfenstein.
Yeah, you're buying a digital code if you buy the game.
I think at this day and age, I'm not a big fan of giving me a box. Just give me the code. Just give me a code. Like I want to buy it on like the little cards, like a PSN
Well,
does
yeah.
or Xbox
And I think
does.
part of it too is like the manuals used to be kind of cool. Like,
They got rid of those
Yeah.
years ago.
not
But then they
anymore.
just were like, nah. this is what-
Persona 5's coming out. Well, it's already out. They're gonna do basically what's gonna be
Oh, yeah.
equivalent to the digital copy of. No, it's the
like a game of
definitive
the
edition,
year?
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're gonna add more games, more story mode, like all the DLC is gonna be in and stuff like that, and actually like a harder difficulty. And on top of that, like I said, anybody play Persona 5?
Yeah.
I
Was it
didn't
really
play
good?
any of the personas.
I liked it. It was pretty good.
Yeah. You guys, it's like persistent. You go through the day, and it's like a day and night cycle.
Yeah, the day and night cycle is different. Like daytime, you're the character, and then
Yeah.
nighttime you do the persona.
The fighting and all that
thing,
stuff like
and-
that.
Yeah, and so it's like
What
you have to play it to really you gotta
Get
play
it, yeah.
You gotta play it. but
What I'm really
it's
excited
very
about is Persona 5 Arena is going to be dropping. They haven't showed any trailers yet, but they hinted to it coming out, and I'm a big fighting game fan, so all the Persona Arenas, the 2 ones that came out, were really, really good anime fighters, so I'm really happy to see
good.
that.
I've never even played one of those.
And speaking of companies who make fighting games,
Company. No, you're right. Companies who play. 'Cause
Companies who play
keep-
with your emotions.
keep playing with you guys.
So Capcom said they had a big announcement coming out.
It's pretty big.
And his
That's actually-
you can
that's
actually
big.
see it in the background. The trailer's going up right
Yeah,
now.
their symbol.
There it is.
And,
You know what-
and here it is. Here it is.
You know what did it for me for the trailer, and it almost made me like I kind of want this was the original Capcom like
Yeah, I was like, oh, this might be
I was
something really big.
Oh, and then they showed, I was like, oh, and then it showed the games on. I was like, oh,
Yeah, so this is the Capcom plug and play. Plug and play is a really big. Oh God, Capcom. Everybody was so mad. Okay, now there's only 16 games on this
Yeah.
plug and play.
Hey, you
They-
can buy this at the flea market, you know.
They had more games on the bundle that they had, the beat 'em
Yeah.
up bundle.
Can I just say, I want to kind of applaud Capcom for like,
Making clear buttons.
well, yeah, and for just like, for putting this much like spectacle behind
Into
something
nothing.
that Atari launches every year for Christmas with like 20 times the games.
Here you go, here you go.
Okay. There's Predator versus Alien versus Predator,
which
on
is
there,
dope.
which
I
is
really want to
dope.
play that.
And
That's about it.
The Mega Man fighting game. That's it.
Or
Or,
you
no.
could go down to the flea market and buy one that has 3,000.
No, the price point is the craziest part. $200.
Oh,
for 16 games that
$200.
came out
Wow.
over 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow, you could probably save 1,900.
Think how- yeah.
if you went to a flea
I
market
mean,
and
wow.
paid 20 and bought a plug and play.
Oh God,
This is-
Dude.
Capcom,
You know
why?
what this
They
is?
just stepped their game up.
This is
Be ready.
the same thing as like the Diablo phone game.
This is like
That's what just happened to
it's like
you.
hey, let's put out Monster Hunter, let's put out Resident Evil, and then let's do this.
Well, now hang on. Is there a chance that there's maybe 50 or 60 games in that
No.
locked in there,
No.
and you just have to
Let's-
buy the
oh, yeah, you
DLC
have
to
to do
unlock
it.
them,
Let's
like
go
they
to-
did in the old
Let's
days?
just go to you to choose because I can't talk about this anymore.
We can't.
Yeah,
Get this out
yeah.
of here. Get this travesty out of here.
Goodness gracious. Endgame comes out this week, and we want to talk about the big question: who's gonna die? You to choose right now.
Somebody's gonna die.
Somebody's definitely gonna die.
Somebody's gonna die.
You
It's-
first.
Oh, why, thank you, sir. All right. I don't really want either of them, but captain's orders. Sorry, Tony. You're dying. Much like a good episode of Game of Thrones, you just need a Stark to die.
Wow. You just went there. right
Yeah.
off the bat.
Spoilers for season 1. Sorry.
But I mean, Cap is long overdue for dying. He's been alive since the 20s. You should probably just let him go. Just let him go. It's time.
Look, it started with Stark. It needs to end with Stark. Cap's done the sacrificial play before. He sacrificed himself in First Avenger and Winter Soldier and tried to in Infinity War. It's done. Stark's turn.
Do you like good stories? Because if you let Tony Stark die, that's how you, or if you let Captain America die, that's how you get good story. I mean,
But if he's dead, then we don't get the classic way of life of the theme song. Like it said, all enemies will yield when Captain America throws his mighty shield.
Thanos is gonna break that shield more than likely because we've seen the future in the game, the second Avengers movie. I think, me personally, you should have it where good old Cap just sails away. He disappears.
Sails away.
I could do
Sails
this all
away.
day.
I don't think you can.
No,
say
please
away.
stop it, please. All right, let's cut there. Who do you think is gonna die, Cap or Iron Man? The movie drops on Friday, Thursday if you got the early release, and I can't wait. Actually, I'm
ready.
pretty excited about it. Yeah, we got main topic coming up right now on the basement. Personally, I think everybody's gonna die. I think it's the end of the MCU.
Just gonna
It's just-
boop, reboot, and then start all over.
Is there any
Like
chance
two
that
snaps.
Thanos just keeps snapping his fingers and keeps cutting the universe in half and half and
Wouldn't
half?
it be funny though if the next time he snaps it's him though?
Oh, no.
And then you're like,
He can
well,
control
no.
it. He can control
Oh,
it, so
that's
it would be.
boring.
I don't
Yeah,
think
he
I
can
don't-
control
I
it.
I don't care about that.
That's
I
why
just-
he literally told Iron Man in part 1, like he's like, I'm gonna let you live, so he can choose who.
Well, that was
can and
because of
can't.
the
Dumb.
Doctor Strange gave him the time stone, and he honored his.
I don't think I can handle the MK story and the Marvel.
Sounds
Endgame
like a
in
lot.
The same week. Sounds like a lot for me.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll wait till next week to play
He's gonna
Mortal
come back
Kombat.
next week just like laying on the couch.
I
while it's
can't.
well.
I can't do
feelings.
this anymore, guys.
Speaking of a lot, we got a lot of E3
Right, oh,
presents
that's right.
going on, and Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation. Xbox, the only person that's actually going to be at E3 at the because PlayStation's not going to be there, and we might get a treehouse or whatever from Nintendo. We got a lot of details. So first up is Xbox, and they got their live Game Pass that they're now bundling with Xbox Live, which is dope.
That's pretty cool.
If you're buying it for the year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, if you buy it individually, if $14.99 is a monthly plan, technically you're paying at least $120 for Xbox Live, and then the $5 for Game Pass as well.
Do you think they're gonna like jack up the price from that though?
I don't. I mean,
As
that's,
I'm kind of feeling like they're gonna like be like, all right, yeah, we gotta make this a little bit more expensive. so we can
Well,
get the
right
money
now
for
I'm
it.
paying $14.99 a month for my Xbox and my Game Pass. So like, if they were to add xCloud onto that, I think it'd be worth it. Because then I could
Yeah.
take my games anyway, just
Right.
take my controller with me. We got some new info on Gears 5, which is going to be just
Huge.
massive, right?
huge.
Nuts.
Huge.
It's got its own. It's like the one section is bigger than like the entire map of Gears 4, or
Wow.
something like that. Yeah.
Well,
It's like what, 20
listen,
times the size?
20 times
like
the size, yeah.
That's just at that point, it's
as
open
long as
world.
they
Yeah,
let-
it's open
based on
world
war,
game.
And just as long as they put stuff in.
Case story,
That's the problem.
RPG elements, custom takedowns, and like brutalities. And basically, there's a bunch of new modes. So there's Horde mode, and then there's going to be Horde Escape mode, which you don't really know what it is yet.
Yeah.
But they're just they're just packing everything
I'm
into this game.
thinking it
Good.
sounds kind of like Left 4 Dead. That's what that sounds like.
Left
Like it's
4
like
Dead,
making your way through
it's either
something
gonna
like
be like Left 4
that.
Dead or like the survivor modes in Resident Evil 2.
Yes.
So
We also
something like
got
that.
some enhanced games coming. Like the OG Xbox games and Xbox 360 games, they're enhancing for the Xbox, the
One X.
the One X one, and some of the games they got coming out this week or month are Ninja Gaiden 2, all the Splinter Cells, which is dope.
Give me just
I wanna
a
play
new
Chaos
Splinter
Theory.
Cell.
I don't
Chaos
know.
Theory is the best.
Chaos Theory
Yeah,
is so
Chaos
good.
Theory is the
I'll play
best.
Chaos Theory all day. Just
Just give me the
the
new
knife
one.
going through the sneaking in,
Give me the new Splinter Cell. Just make it happen. Come on, Ubisoft.
and
Get on it.
all the Fables are
I
being
love
enhanced as well. So
Fables.
Yeah,
it's pretty
because
dope.
Fable Anniversary was already enhanced, so
Yeah,
now
it
they
was
just
enhanced
did 2 and 3,
It was enhanced for the 360,
which
right?
really just makes me think maybe Microsoft is kind of spreading a little seasoning to see the
what the
interest in like a
appetite
new
is for
Fable.
Fable.
Because I'm dying to
And-
see a
and
Fable
maybe,
4 get
Splinter
announced.
Cell too. What's the
Yeah.
appetite for it? You know
Oh
what
yeah,
I mean?
huge. Just give us both those games,
Yeah,
please.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
We're only at the same
I
time.
mean, I know we know we're getting 4, so we know you're going to get Gears 7 through 10.
Yeah.
7
Halo 15.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nintendo actually had some leaks as well too. They came out with their Nintendo Switch update 8.0, which allowed you, if you're a Nintendo Switch player, to take your games and put them on other systems. It's a novel thought.
What?
What?
That Nintendo has not had.
Nintendo is actually trying to catch up with everybody else. I'm sorry. That
If you
was
had a,
mean.
if you had a
I'm
Wii
sorry,
U, you
Nintendo.
know, or even or Wii,
Yeah.
like if that Wii or Wii U broke, that was
dead.
it.
It's
Yeah,
Is
it
it-
was stuck.
That's the game.
Is it just the game saves or is it the game application data?
It's the game saves.
It's the
Okay.
saves. You can still get your game because you can buy them through your like Nintendo
Yes.
account.
Well, in the previous ones, once you had it on your system, that's it. You
Yeah.
get your system dies
Oh,
or
yeah,
something like
like
that.
on the
You
Wii,
have to
yeah.
be like, you
I'm
just
not
lost your game.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
not really sure, but I know that if your game's like on the cart or whatever the case is,
Yeah.
you can take that to another system and take your game saves to another system.
I meant for like the downloadable titles.
see, that'll be
You
the.
can-
I think on the Switch you can.
Okay.
I think they finally fixed that for the Switch because it was the Wii and the Wii U. If it
I
happened,
mean,
yeah.
right now
by-
you're paying for the service.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you should get some benefits with that.
Well, and I know too, like, I had, if you went on your Nintendo account, like, I had them be like, one time I lost a game, and I was like, hey, I put it in here, though, that I have it. And they were like, okay.
Matter of
Like,
fact, here's
download
an
it, but-
example of it right now. So you see, so it looks very Microsoft,
That
very
Cuphead.
yeah.
Yay.
It looks very Microsoft, very
Yay.
PlayStation. Like PlayStation is I mean, Switch, Nintendo.
It's very Microsoft. Looks
the
very
Switch Tendo.
Microsoft.
The Switch
Wait, no,
Tendo.
the Switch.
I mean,
box.
well,
Switch box.
Well, okay, check it out. Nintendo and Microsoft have been working together a lot. Maybe they've been working together on their UIs, helping them do that.
More than likely.
Maybe,
I wouldn't
probably.
be
You
you
surprised.
see how the games are kind of like lined
Yeah,
up
that
like
looks
too?
that looks like
Very-
Xbox.
yeah, it
We
looks
know your
all like-
secret. We know your secret.
We're on to
Well,
you
then
guys.
We're on to you.
they started playing Minecraft together, so now they're like, yay!
We're best
And,
friends.
and Cuphead's on there now too,
Oh, yeah.
which actually works as well.
Tetris 99.
PlayStation is up. We don't know what they're going to do. They're not going to be at E3.
I think they're gonna do their own version of a Treehouse event like Nintendo does. I
Yeah.
think they do a PlayStation like live kind of thing and do their own maybe sometime very close to E3.
I think it's very interesting the two Japanese companies are doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just following suit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was supposedly Sony paid a lot of money for that theater that they rented out last year. So at this point, it's like, do
not
you really
wasting
need
more
to
money.
when you can just put it online for
Exactly.
free?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
So we know that the specs for PlayStation 5 dropped, and I'm not a very tech person, so I'm not going to try to get tech with you. I know there's like a bajillion, fulfillion, flippy flops. What are they called?
Flip flops.
Flip flops.
Flip flops, yeah.
just put 'em on your-
There's a lot
put 'em
of
on your-
flops on the PlayStation
Yeah,
5.
you put 'em on
That
your
guy,
seat,
Mark Cerny, I think, was the creator of the PlayStation 4, the archetype. He's also doing PlayStation 5, and he put a lot of stuff on there. Apparently, there's like really, really quick load times.
Yes.
Yes. On a fast travel scene, they tested it in Spider-Man. Like the further away you fast travel, the longer it takes to load. What took Spider-Man 15 seconds on the PS4 Pro, I believe, took 0.8 seconds on the
That's
PS5's.
crazy.
It's
test.
like you see the
So, it's
subway for
flipping,
a second,
yeah.
and it's just like you're back.
So, I mean, it's
everybody
flipping and
knows, like,
flopping.
fast travel
It's
is
flipping
like
and
one of the most annoying things to do.
Oh,
Like,
God, yeah.
It's like Red Dead. They said they did it on 2, and that went pretty quickly as well. So we got that. They also came out and said that True 4K, 8K they were talking about, I think, right?
Yeah, it has the ability to support up to 8K, which, like, for the 3 people out there that can afford that, they're gonna be super excited.
And
So-
they're not dropping VR either, so VR is going to be a thing that's definitely going to be pushed and only propelled by 8K resolution and
And
stuff.
it's fun.
That's
VR is
really good.
fun too.
Considering, like, with what was it, the the glasses when they did 3D.
Yeah.
They kind of dumped that really fast after the PlayStation like had their own TV for it and everything. At least they're showing that they really want VR to last.
Yeah,
So-
I think, and I'm big. I like VR. I think it can, but the more the resolution gets up and running, and the more developers are making games in VR, the better it's going to be.
Yeah.
It's all about Beat Saber.
Oh,
Beat Saber's
VR.
pretty
so
dope.
good.
So
Beat Saber's
good.
really
It's
dope.
so fun. And then like, I know it's stupid, but I played Job Simulator for way too long.
I do that every day. I clock into work.
I want to play.
so
I want to play.
fun.
I want to play the
Job
Rick and Morty
Simulator.
one.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh my god.
And
And,
the-
then Super Hot is really fun
Super
too.
Yeah.
hot.
And
So we got really quickly. Are we expecting to see new consoles this year or next year, Chris?
Announcements this year, release next year.
Ooh, announcements this year, releasing 2.
I'm gonna say we see what the new Xbox looks like at this E3. They got the stage to themselves. Nobody's going to be there, and they just drop it like, "Hey, this is
That
what it
would be
looks
a good
like."
thing.
No info, but this is what it looks like. This is the design. This is it.
You said drop it. Do you think like their stocks would drop if they physically dropped it? Like
I
they
mean,
just were like, here's the new
just the Xbox sector. What do you think?
Hey, they did have the blue screen happen when they were showing off what Windows 98.
That's right.
So I mean, they're fine. If they drop it, they'll be
Wouldn't
like.
that be funny,
What do you think?
I'm thinking the same thing that you're thinking. I'm thinking like they'll talk about it this year, and then next year we'll get them.
What if they pull a Thanos from like Infinity War and they have like a Tesseract and it's the old Xbox and they just crush
They
it and
just crush
inside
it?
they just the dust and
system.
inside is the new system. It's like,
would
and
be
this is
really
the new
cool.
one.
That would be.
What if they what if he ran out on stage and like spiked it down and it exploded into the new one?
Thanos snaps and
Now we're
hashes
just,
away the
now
old
we're just theory
system.
fighting at this point. Shout out to the chat. We got close to nobody in it, but life is
we see
okay.
you.
all right.
Sarah, what's going on? And we're going to be doing giveaways and all kind of crazy stuff coming up soon. So definitely get in the chat, subscribe, follow us, 25th Esports online. And Alan, I'm really excited about this week's Salty Clips, and you will be too. It's coming up right now. This week's Salty Clips comes when your lady or significant other gets mad at or jealous at you for playing games. The results can be deadly. Let's go, Alan. Yeah.
This player that like he's been building up or whatever, that is like
She's
consuming his
jealous
life.
because she's
So
getting
today,
less
I'm gonna
attention.
be like wake up Morpheus
Put it like that.
and free his mind.
This is NBA 2K.
Don't do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
He had a 92 overall.
People spend like years to get like
Yeah, he did.
that high.
This guy's supposed to spend like
Look at
10
the
years
reaction.
to do all this.
Look at the reaction.
Did
Oh,
he just like?
he just
Did he just let her do it, or did she
No.
just do it?
Save
he came home and it was done to him.
about this. Like,
I was just joking. I was just, but baby, why you mad?
Oh my god, that's awful.
Wow.
That's so bad.
You know what's worse?
Sodium levels rising.
Look at this. Look at the
Sodium.
setup. He's a streamer.
Yeah, he's a streamer.
Did
and
you see her step back? When she
She's like, oh, he might hit me. Like, no, he's just really hurt and mad that you would do something like that.
That hurts because he's a streamer, man. That's like his
Oh, yeah.
probably money.
Yeah,
Feel that.
and just time.
she's quite upset too. Her man.
No, don't do that.
Come on, it's already half a game that you had to pay full price for.
Yeah,
Don't
I
hurt
mean-
it. Don't hurt the disc anymore.
She's gonna get inventive.
Oh no, don't do that.
Don't. That's mean.
That's the right side though.
Oh.
No.
Oh, she just gone.
Oh.
Oh, she's breaking it.
That is just rude.
Is attention really that serious?
That is just.
She's not even breaking it. She's torturing the day.
Yeah,
it really
That's what
is.
she's doing.
It hasn't like.
She wants him to have hope.
No, there's no hope.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You know what though? I will say that disc is being really resilient. She's having to try.
I mean,
Call of Duty is trying to survive.
So this is the thing now. Now everybody's gonna start going digital, and they're just gonna be like,
well
can't
then-
break my game. Then
oh
then they
my
go for the
God.
system.
she tries to put it back in. She's
They do it for the system.
That's awful. That's
What a horrible
awful.
person.
That's
That's
a
just-
horrible,
that's just
horrible
mean.
Love you.
person. No, you don't.
Oh, God.
No, you don't. If
look
you
how
break my
calm she
game,
is. She's got the baby in her hand. She knows.
like you ain't gonna.
Wow.
I saw this one recently.
Oh.
Oh, That's
Let
it.
her.
Game over.
She's
We're done.
Get her out of there.
Finish.
She's like, you need to stop playing so many games.
You
Can
need to
you-
not be in
You
my
need to not
house.
break.
Oh, I'm gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave now.
You don't need to like touch
You
my
need
stuff.
to stop playing games. You need to get out of here and
Yeah,
never
bye.
come back. How about that?
You broke. You're touching the stuff that I like.
Just,
Oh my god.
This is like.
Oh, what do you?
he's getting bullied.
What are you doing?
Why is this okay? You know what
This
I
is
mean?
not okay. It shouldn't be okay.
I mean, it was gonna red ring anyway.
First
Oh,
off,
yeah,
it's a, first off, it's a 360. I mean,
to be fair,
She was threatening him just now.
now,
She's
hang
like,
on.
he's like, you're not gonna do what I think you're gonna do.
How long ago did this particular video come out? Because you can get an Xbox 360 for like $40. It's really not that bad
it's
of a
not
loss
that-
anymore.
This is old. This got to be an old video.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're done.
Be careful, ladies and gentlemen. Be careful.
Just leave her. Just do it.
I mean,
Just leave
I
her.
definitely don't.
You saw the looks on their faces.
Yeah.
That was a look of heartbreak followed by breakup right
Yeah,
there.
it's done. We're not
we
doing
got
this anymore.
esports coming up. Our esports recap right now.
Jesus.
So a lot of stuff went on over the last couple weeks. Smash Bros had the recap and everything like that. But did you see what happened to Hungry Box?
I heard
Do you
someone
like
got
the
crabby.
crab?
You like crap?
Do you like it, the crab? Me too.
So if you don't know,
Someone got crabby.
Hungry Box was at a tournament and
Yeah.
he actually ended up winning the tournament, right?
Yeah, he was. It was a,
It was a
melee
tournament.
tournament.
And then someone threw a crab on stage. Let's just go to it.
Was he hungry after he won?
He was crabby.
It was a hungry boss.
It was like won again.
Yeah.
Such a great tournament.
wins.
Great sportsmanship. The melee community is such a great. What was that? What was that? Did somebody just throw it?
Look at him. Look at him.
And like an actual crab, not a toy crab.
That look right there. That look. He's like, that's something that like no one will ever say
Oh, yeah,
again.
he's livid too. He was
It's
so
really a
mad.
crab.
Who threw this crab?
Hey, Alan, when it pans around to the crab, let's just pause it on the crab.
Like
Na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
there's what's going on basically is there's a lot of stink between the melee community and the Smash 4 and on community, like Smash Ultimate community as well. And Hungerbox is kind of like on both sides of the field a little
playing
bit
both
because he's
games,
playing
yeah.
both
Yeah.
games. But the melee crowd really doesn't like the new crowd
They
because
don't like the new
and vice versa. It's like a lot of drama going between both
The
of them
melee
right now.
community
So they
doesn't like
threw
any
crab.
Smash Brothers
Yeah.
that's not theirs.
That's not
They
melee.
said, but
yeah.
they said,
but-
listen, guys, we don't want to play Smash your way, so I'm gonna take this crab. I'm gonna
Crabby, go!
Must be a Pokemon player.
I mean,
Pokemon
he's
trainer.
got to be a Pokemon trainer.
He must be a Pokemon
got a
trainer.
Pokemon He's got
well, I mean, he's lucky that it wasn't a Kingler. That
But
thing's
okay.
huge.
Yeah.
So what I want to know is if Hungry Box would not have won, right? Would he have not thrown the crab? He'd just be like, run the crab for no reason.
It's like I'm not gonna not throw this crab.
like, I gotta throw the crab now. I brought it.
gotta throw it at somebody.
Just gotta, he doesn't throw. He just
So
leaves
do
it
you
on the
think
ground.
And then like there's
Somebody-
a poor janitor sweeping later.
Yeah,
A
this
crab.
crab.
What do those gamers do?
So do you think the stink between the two Smash communities is because of the games themselves, or because their fans apparently just
It's a
hold on to
community.
crabs?
It's a community.
Yeah,
It's
mean,
not
it's
just
a
because they hold
community.
crabs and
Yes,
just
I
like
mean,
hang on to them for
maybe.
hours.
I think
Maybe.
that's a little
Oh,
bit
yes.
fishy.
So what happened is that
And I'm going. Farewell.
speaking
was
of
fun.
Smash,
This is good. This is good.
Speaking of Smash
nice.
Ultimate,
Good pleasure. It's been good.
speaking of Smash Ultimate, Joker came out
Yes.
from Persona 5.
From Batman. Oh,
yeah.
No, what?
Persona?
No, Persona.
Yeah,
It's not Batman.
Anyways,
it's not bad.
Persona 5's Joker is now on Smash, and he is
seems pretty
powerful.
He seems pretty overpowered.
He was kind of like Bayonetta was in Smash 4.
Yeah,
Bayonetta was a
but he can
problem.
charge up his like super by blocking. Or
Yes, he
something
can.
like that, or perfect blocking. Or
There's a lot of stuff. I don't remember like all the stuff he can do. I know he's got guns, which is like
guns and swords.
Yeah, Gordon
Yeah,
and swords.
yeah.
He's very fast, a very mobile character.
he gets overpowered when he gets his persona.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and he's
Question: How does he get his persona? I haven't played him.
So you see what he's doing right now?
Yeah,
As he's getting hit, his meter's building. So as
so
you're hitting him, he's
so it's like Little Mac when he gains his KO punch, just over time.
Kind of, sort of, but
But
he has
he
to be
can charge
attacked,
it.
and he's
Okay.
charging it as he's being
So
attacked.
as you're attacking him,
Okay.
he's like perfect guarding, and then in that pose.
That's
and
cool.
then he charges up and he gets his persona.
That's a cool element.
Also, along with that, we got the stage builder because they did a big update
Yeah,
for
yeah,
Smash.
so,
they got the stage builder as well for Smash. Yeah, and people are already going ham on it.
Yeah,
it
Tons of
is.
stuff we can't show you.
It was
Of course.
like,
yeah. I've seen them fighting on a very interesting stage.
Yeah.
I mean,
and it happened in like the first like 2 minutes.
It's like, done. I made it.
models.
I was like, yeah.
They were planning it.
First, there's a lot of 3D models if you want to go check out yourself. There's like some videos you can watch that are on the site, like on.
They're releasing a stage builder,
or you can go to your local health class and learn all you want about the stages.
It's basically like Happy Wheels too. Like,
Oh,
they were
yeah.
Like, they were like, hey, like,
Or
Happy
Spore.
or Spore. Yeah,
Or
they're like,
Spore.
hey.
Poor Spore came out.
Look what
Spore,
we made. And they're like, oh.
We got some MK news. MK is already out. We talked about it. We love it. But we got some news that the DLC that's coming out. We already know that Shang Tsung is going to be the first DLC.
Yes.
Well, I'm
Of course
sorry.
he is.
Well, Shao Kahn is really the first. The
pre-order
if you
DLC,
pre-order
right?
the game, you get them. And then we got Shang Tsung coming. But we also got some pretty interesting stuff that's coming out, too.
Leak list.
We got that leak list, Alan? What? The leak list? There it is. I can't wait.
If you guys can see
You
it,
can't see it.
it's
that
really tiny. We
well,
can't
but-
see it. But we do have supposedly in the leak, the leaked list that they've given in the because somebody data mined the game. To
Yeah,
see
so
what
this
was
is
in it.
actually in the game's code right now.
Joker from Batman. The Batman Joker,
Batman
not Persona
So
Joker.
in
Yeah,
Ju-
this is this.
more like in-
I'm so confused.
backwards.
More like Injustice's Joker.
Injustice Joker.
yeah.
You got a Spawn, which this has
Awesome.
been like a fan pick for
But see,
a while.
so fun in Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
The reason why I think these ones are really because Joker has a movie coming out and Spawn has a movie coming out, and WB owns
and Spawn-
NetherRealm,
Yep.
so that's why they get the
Spawn
license.
fits so well in Mortal Kombat.
I
He
can't-
would fit
If he has his
amazing.
cape, man.
Yes, Fujin, the
Main.
wind god.
Main.
Ashley Williams from the Evil Dead.
Man.
I'm so psyched. So every character he's just playing.
So
Shang Tsung, of course.
This new season pass is just called New Mains.
Yeah, New
Yeah,
Age.
yeah, yeah.
Is that what it's called?
But see, this might not even be it. This was probably like
Probably just
This is
season
probably
one because
season one.
they
Season
did
one,
more.
yeah.
In,
You got
X.
Nightwolf, which I'm kind of like
That's
on the
awesome.
fence about
I
it.
know.
It's
cool that he's back.
He was one of my favorite characters in 3.
And Shiva, which you do get a look
Yeah.
at her in the launch trailer.
And
she's in the
she
game.
looks great.
Yeah, she looks really good.
Yeah, yeah.
She's really good.
Yeah, she just looks like a chick with a bunch of arms.
Yeah,
I mean,
she just
that
looks
would
like a
be-
person.
But not
How else would you
No,
describe
like she
Shiva?
looks like
But not
a
like a
person. Like I can
monster.
meet her on
You
the
know what I'm
street.
saying?
Yeah,
Like-
it's
Oh,
crazy.
really?
Yeah,
Like,
like
hello,
the
hello,
She doesn't look like
hello.
Shiva. Like,
she looks like all the characters in the game look like they could be real life people.
That's
like
cool.
it's crazy.
I mean, I'm sure that's pretty cool though.
Now it's time to talk about everybody's favorite topic.
Yay, League of Legends! So,
Yeah.
the mid-season invitational is going on for League
Yeah.
of Legends.
And what does
May 1st?
that entail?
So, it's basically all of the top teams, mostly all Asian teams because they always
Yeah.
win everything.
Well, isn't
Right.
it in Asia?
Yeah, it's going to be in Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. And so there is like an American team going, there's a British team going, but everybody's like, it's going to be all the Asian teams are
Yeah.
going. So it's 13 of them. 13 main teams that have basically won their way there, and then there'll be like 10 more that sort of fight to take the place and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like and what's the prize money?
Oh,
Like,
it's $1 million right now,
Ah,
minimum.
what
Minimum.
It's a lot of money.
explain the minimum and why is the minimum right now?
So the minimum is just already what they've decided, and they're going to add more of it based on like sponsors and like all kinds of stuff. It's I can't even imagine winning.
It's gonna get
$1 million
pricey.
Yeah, so
For,
I
but
mean,
aren't the best teams in Asia? I mean, like the teams that usually win, they come here and take our
Yes.
money,
and
and then they go away.
and it's just like, oh.
we have our best team is Team Liquid, and they actually have teams in a bunch of other MOBAs too. Like here's the storm, but it's fine.
What?
What
Oh,
game? What game is
It's fine.
that?
Rip.
It's fine.
I think
But-
that's that weird Overwatch clone.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
okay.
Yeah, sure.
I thought it was called Paladins.
No, that's a different one.
Okay.
But so nobody's really thinking that they're gonna win though, which is kind of sad. But it's probably gonna be G2, which is another team we'll talk about in a little bit.
A lot of
So-
violence.
Who likes NBA? One. I think Alan was. No, he's not raising his hand either.
Only because
Alright.
he's tall.
Is it 1990s?
I mean,
Michael Jordan's still playing.
We play in basketball.
Okay.
The NBA 2K League, he pulled out its ruler and smacked the hands of 3 of its people.
Yeah.
Over a little altercation that happens at that moment. You know, when you're shaking hands and stuff.
There's no way that you can. We got the scene right here. There's no way you can be in the NBA. It's a physical game. Maybe not for these guys.
I mean,
So check it out. They just won. They're about to come up and shake hands. And if you will notice, it's kind of subtle. You might not be able to see it.
Right there.
Oh.
That was your mama. Bam. And there you go.
We must protect this house.
I mean, all right. I'm going to
love
pull
that.
out my fake spectacles so I can get these names right. The people who got in trouble was OFAB has been suspended for 1 game and fined $500.
oh, that's
Dat Boy Shots
that boy shots.
also received a 1-game suspension.
Okay.
And Mel East, hang on, also fined $500.
Well, you gotta say
one of those.
these guys are doing like a season, and they're getting paid to be in the house and everything. So they're getting paid per game.
Yeah.
Like NBA players. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like you
If
gotta
you do that in the game, you get in trouble.
I just
Exactly.
I can't get
exactly.
over Dat Boy.
I mean, it's
boy.
Dat Boy Shots.
That boy shots.
pretty
You know
good.
Dat Boy Shots.
That boy
Well,
shots.
Yeah.
We're going back to the topic of
Alan, do you know Dat Boy Shots?
no.
See?
Yeah, see,
Alan knows it.
Super
he
popular.
knows.
We just call them shots
We just
I call him that boy.
Yeah.
Dat Boy.
I just call him Dat.
So going back to the topic of League of Legends.
because that's what we want to do.
I mean, you know.
Yeah.
G2, like I mentioned before, has won a spring split title, and they made a record for, what was their time in it? 18 minutes and 31 seconds.
This is actually kind of crazy though.
That is
Yeah.
actually pretty crazy. I don't know if you know how long League of Legends matches
Long.
are.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
very long.
Don't you sometimes put them on autoplay and they just like
Some
run?
people do. Some
Yeah.
people kind of
You
just
go
like
out to lunch.
AFK.
Write a book.
So online, their website
Start
will
a
say that their
family.
games are average like 30 to 35 minutes. That is not true. Usually, so why this is significant is usually in the first 10 minutes of a regular league game, most people you sit in a lane for 10 minutes and farm.
Dang.
So it's usually like 10 minutes of just like building up. Because the goal
And
is...
they won in 18.
And they won in 18 minutes. Because the goal is that you want to give your carry as much gold and kills and
Yeah.
all that stuff. You just kind of like, you power up your hero and then everybody runs with them. And
Yeah.
then you want to get...
So there was 10
Yeah.
minutes of that and then 8 minutes of just dying.
I don't know.
So, did they arguably just change how League works now by
No.
that new
No,
They're
style?
just really good.
No,
Okay.
kinda-
The other team was
Yeah,
not.
they're just really good.
Okay.
And it's kind of one of those things too, where in a game of League, once you start winning, you're steamrolling the other team.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
nothing they can do.
Just as long as they didn't just like somehow create like the Zerg rush of like
I mean,
League
they
of
kinda
Legends or
did. It
something.
was 3-0, so they just
Yeah.
started
So-
to win the game.
Gen G is getting some help from some pretty big people. One by LA Clippers owner,
Oh, yeah.
another by a little movie star known as Will Smith.
Who's that?
He's from West Philadelphia, born and
no,
raised.
no, he's not.
Did
He's
he play
from-
on playgrounds most of his young days?
Most of it,
Okay.
yeah. So
He was on YouTube Rewind, you guys.
they've
That's hot.
for Gen G, they're gonna play a bunch of games. They're gonna be doing League. They're gonna be doing some fighting games, stuff like that. And already for the leagues that aren't even formed yet, 46 million.
I mean,
Yeah.
So if you don't think
That's like
that
some of the money
esports
from-
is
That's-
getting serious, I
That's-
think
Yeah,
you.
that
I don't know
guy.
where he's
That's
been.
some
Yeah.
of Will
Look at him,
Smith's,
look at
Will
him,
Smith's
look at
Wild
him.
Wild
Money-
West
money
money.
talks. Money
Does
talks.
he look like he cares?
No, literally, that's like 46 million. He's like, oh, I'll take some of the Wild Wild West money from that.
Speaking of
Literally,
esports,
that's all
going,
it was.
Speaking of esports going pro, Gears.
Yes, they have their own little docu-series that's coming out,
Yeah.
which is actually kind of cool.
Really cool.
It's a 6-episode series. Will be on TBS. It will culminate in like a Gears Live event where I'm sure there'll be massive cash prizes and everything. And it's oh my god, I forgot the name. It was called like the Bond of Brotherhood.
Yeah, it's E-League, right? Or,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's gonna basically follow like just the event, kind of like a behind
Halo
the
did
scenes.
something very similar.
Yeah,
to
like a
Halo.
behind the
With
scenes.
TBS is kind of like the Street Fighter thing they were doing as
Exactly,
well.
like the house when everybody was in the
Yeah.
house, they were fighting each other and stuff like
Okay.
that. But TBS is really becoming like the ESPN like of E-League, esports,
Yeah.
and everything like that.
Aside from us.
I mean, of course, 2050 esports.
Esports, it's
You
in
can
the
follow
title.
Scroll out right now. Esports.
And see
It's
it
in
down
the
at
title.
Yeah, it's in the title.
So yeah, that's really dope. And that's probably going to be part of the hype build up for Gears
Oh,
of
for
War
the new
5 as
game.
well. You like that?
I just think like
you like that?
ES Sports. It's in the title.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
That was the whole
That's
point.
where your brain went, huh?
Yes.
So bad news for, well, I guess good news for people in Belgium that play Rocket League.
Oh, yeah.
Good news for their
Sorry.
wallets.
Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, so Rocket League is getting banned. Not the game, but just loot boxes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Belgium, and what was the other country?
Netherlands, I think?
Belgium and the Netherlands, they're banning loot boxes.
Yeah.
Because it's gambling.
Yeah, so basically, you know, what we're saying about the guy who spent so much money getting all these loot
Yeah,
boxes.
what was that you were talking about earlier? The guy who embezzled like
Yeah, in California, he embezzled like millions of dollars from his company to buy loot boxes.
Yeah.
Did he get the skins
now,
he wanted
did
though?
he get? Yeah.
He
Did
got
he get it?
he got the prison skin.
I mean, orange is the new black.
He got the court skin. With the what?
Felony.
The felony,
The felony skin.
yeah.
That's a good one.
Oh
That's a
man,
good
I'm
one.
just holding in what I want to say. So
Yeah, some other skins.
it's just right there. But yeah, so maybe loot boxes. I mean, they are optional, but it's a gateway
It
drug
is-
when you're
Yeah.
talking
it
about
is
Kinda.
how much
gambling.
money you're.
Yeah, it is gambling.
But it's on your own accord. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's
You know
like-
what you're getting into when you get it.
But
It is-
it's
I mean,
that
that's
kinda
like gambling.
too.
Yeah. Yeah. 'cause
Gambling,
I mean,
you're not just be like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Come on, black.
I mean, yeah, there is a reason why gambling can become an addiction. For some people, they can't stop buying loot boxes.
It's almost like Rage, and we got Rage Quit Replace coming up right now.
Oh, good segue.
That was nice.
I do this. All right,
Do you do that for a living?
maybe.
That was good.
I don't know.
We in honor of Mortal Kombat, we got a couple of classic Mortal Kombat Rage Quits, and then we just got some other stuff.
Did you get the one?
I got the one.
Oh, yes, you got the one.
Run
The
it,
one,
Alan!
like Highlander?
Turn it up.
Here it is.
So
Yes.
if you don't know what's going on here,
I like the hat.
This
is,
guy's Perfect Legend,
Yes.
and he challenged Sonic Fox to
Oh, even I know this.
Yep.
a first to 10 match.
Now, at that part, it was already like 10 zip. He
Now you
just
might be
lost.
saying, oh no, go back a little bit, Ellen, like to the game. All right, stop. So you might be saying it's a first to 10. Why is there a 12 right there? He lost 13-0. He talked trash.
After 10 losses.
And then did a first to 3.
He's like, I said I would go up against your Aaron Black,
ahead and play.
and Sonic Fox is like, all right, let's do it.
Watch the humiliation.
He's so,
I just want to leave.
he's just like, all right, I'm just gonna unplug my controller.
Gonna pack up my things.
So he
Disappear.
challenged him. He challenged him,
him.
and then lost 13
Yeah.
times.
Well, he
Yeah.
challenged him to first to
Yeah,
10 because
yeah.
he had a big mouth. He
Yeah.
lost 10. He's like,
Yep.
but Sonic Fox didn't use his main, right? He used somebody else.
He used
Yeah.
Katana.
And so
the
he
entire
was just
time.
like, but I said I'd do that against your Aaron Black. And Sonic's like, oh, you want my strongest?
And then I love the TO was like, oh yeah, boy, he said he could take on his head. You want to go an extra 3? I was like, oh no.
That's like when you take a piece of toast and you like slide the butter on. It's just like
Yeah.
That's some buttery crap.
It was.
Alan, run the next one. Everybody knows this guy. He's such a troll. So low tier guy.
God.
This is
low tier guy.
this is the beta. I want everybody to know that this is the beta.
Rage
Hey,
quitting away. Rage quitting away. Oh.
So he's losing in the beta, which has no ranking
Nothing.
system at
No.
all.
Doesn't
And he
matter.
rage quit.
In a battle that was close.
Yeah.
He did. Didn't he have that whole
game's
video
done.
about like you should be able to opt out of fighting certain characters?
That will beat you.
And you're like, oh yeah.
Run the next one, because this is
Yeah, all games should have free mulligans in them.
why you shouldn't let old people play video games.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to break it. Oh, Dad, you broke
Dude, he's got so many shards of mug in his hand.
That's
a rage quit.
That's been switched off.
That's switched off.
That's not working.
it.
Can I shout out his shirt?
Which one?
Dad! He's just sitting there. I don't know. It's just funny that like he's just sitting there with his shirt. I think it just said legalized. Legalize is funny. As his dad drops the ban hammer on that switch. Oh,
Epitome of rage quitting.
that's a fatality. He left the hammer in there.
I just can't get over
Dad win.
That's a great
Flawless victory.
Fatality.
Holy crap!
Oh, stop.
I think I had that weapon in Tomb Raider.
He's got to get his hammer out.
Now he's just
Oh, he punctured the battery. He punctured the battery. Get that out of there.
Oh Oh no.
That thing might explode. We need to move away from the table.
That is.
Oh my god.
See, to people who said the Switch isn't fire, I mean,
It's lit.
It is lit.
It
as
is
the
lit.
kids say.
Why are you in the
Why are you?
tub?
Wait, can we stop right here?
Stop, please.
I have
Stop for a
questions.
second.
I have
What?
extreme questions.
I'm there. I think I'm there with you.
First off, why is he using bubbles instead of a bath bomb? Is the obvious question.
Bubbles are fun in it.
Oh yeah, let's roll it.
Sitting in my tub playing video games and relax out.
He's just relaxing.
Dad, take it back.
No,
His dad
no.
wants him to die right now.
Oh,
He just tried to kill us.
Look at that look. 'Cause
yeah.
that look
he
on his
just was
face.
like, I would no.
That look right there on his face. That's the look of,
gonna die.
is the Switch the new toaster and am I dying?
No.
Right there.
I don't think he's concerned about his life.
Bro,
He's
man.
concerned about the Switch.
The Switch too, but then he's like, am I gonna die? Is this real life?
What is he reaching for?
I mean, what? I got my Switch back. No, you don't. Just leave it there. Look, towel it off. He's got to make sure it dries itself so it doesn't
Just leave it in
stain the
dry.
floor.
It's
Hold on, pause. Why was he wearing
Why was he-
boxers?
Yeah. Who
He's query,
wears
please.
boxers when they take a bat? I mean,
Maybe someone who expects
Oh,
their dad
man.
to come in and smash their
Oh
Switch.
man.
Just
so many questions.
Are we done or we got time? We're done. Ah, there was so much more.
Wow.
Rage Quit Replays, right here on 2050 Esports. You can, we'll make fun of you. Send your Rage Quits to us.
we will make fun.
We will
of
make
it.
fun of you.
Especially
Get
if you're in the
subscribed.
bath.
All right, we're about to get out of here in a minute. Shout out to the chat. If this was salty, what's Rage Quit? Oh yeah, then you saw.
I mean-
you saw. You saw.
Yeah,
You saw it. We'll be back here next week, Wednesday, 12 p.m. I'm Red K.
Whoa! Don't forget, we also have Midweek Throwdown tonight, guys.
that's right. That's
Midweek
right.
Throwdown with Rocket League, 8 o'clock. Be here on 2050 Esports on Twitch. Also this week, Friday, don't forget you some Cloud Break with some Table Wars.
Yeah. D&D
We
is
got
back.
some D&D action for you with MF Dungeoneer's going to be on there. You got our other wonderful. I don't think he has a just what do you want to go by? Ratman Seer. That's Ratman Seer. That's
That's what you're choosing in life, huh?
no. I'm having horrible D&D flashbacks right now.
We have a long time game going.
A lot of stuff going on. A lot of prizes will be
God.
coming out too. So stay here on the channel. We will promise we'll be back next week. Once again,
Same basement time, same basement channel.
There we go.
I'm Red K.
Lionheart X.
The Loneliest Wolf by choice.
An MF Engineer.
I will see you guys next week. Be good, be safe, and if you can't be good, don't get caught. It's 2050 Sports, The Basement. We're out.
Watch out for the horses.
One jump.